Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Board YouTube channel. And happy Monday. It's time for the Pick and Roll live stream, which we do every weekday morning at 9:45 a.m. Eastern time. We go through the entire NBA slate. We go through all of my co-host PipsNBA's free picks for the day and answer your questions and react to your bets at the end of the show. So if you're ready to go, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe as well to the channel. Again, 5 times a week, we're doing this show completely for free. And if you're tailing the picks, it has been making you money. Another winning week on the show, up on the season. I think it's 12 units or so of profit tracked on BetStamp publicly. So it's been going well. As for the Friday slate, unfortunately, it was 2-2. It was a slightly profitable day in the end because of the half unit SGP we had. We did half unit on the SGP because we were worried about the Cavaliers blowing out the Suns. Well, the issue was the Cavaliers lost, and that was the third leg of the SGP, unfortunately. Jalen Duren comes within 2 points plus rebounds of covering, ends up losing, but we did get easy winner on Justin Edwards and a narrow winner overall on Bam Adebayo. So a winning week and a slightly winning day. We'll pile those up and we'll be good for the season. That's what we have been doing. So guys, again, make sure you like to get us started. We're going to jump right into the free picks here. We're going to go to the Celtics game. They're away in Sacramento. Pips, what are you looking at in this one?
Yeah, for this one, we are looking at the points for Malik Monk. So over 17.5 points.
Malik Monk over on points. Just checking in the prices there. Minus 115 available in a couple spots. In a few spots, actually. That's widely available.
Yeah.
Very widely available, minus 15.
Yeah. This is one on the matchup side. Looking at the team he's playing. So first off, let's look at the standard. Like when he's playing 32 to 42 minutes, he averaging 19.2 points over in slightly above 50%. But then we look that he scored most of his points as a pick and roll ball handler. And let's look at the stuff when he gets to play below average for a pick and roll ball handler defense. We can see that Boston ranks as 27th in points allowed to do pick and roll ball handling, so they allow fourth most there. So when we take a look at the team and he's playing teams who allow above average in pick and roll ball handlers, we can see that he's over in 18 out of 21. Crazy correlate, averaging 23.2 points. So crazy correlation with playing good pick and roll or poor pick and roll ball handler defense. And we look at the other way around when he's playing teams who are good pick and roll defense, he only covered in 6 games, averaging 15 points. So it's an 8-point swing when he is playing good pick and roll defense and when he isn't. In the game, he didn't cover both games against the Houston Rockets. He just had a bit lower usage because how Houston Rockets plays overall defense. And a game against the Pistons, where he only played 30 minutes. Even when he didn't cover, he was close, but most games he did score 18 plus. And most of the games he scored 20 plus. When we look at him covering this 20.5 line, he scored 21 or more points in 15 out of 21 of these games. So I think this line should be probably at 19.5. Also, Sabonis being back doesn't hurt him. Actually, may help him to get a good pick and roll partner. And that's it. Also, he had a huge slump during the season. We can see that this from like February 6th to the recently he had a poor stretch where he stayed under in like 10 out of 13 games, mostly because poor shooting. He shot below like 40% in most of these games. Couldn't catch a stray. I think like shooting below 30% from 3, but last 4 games he shot like 63%, 44%, 59%. Like he caught the fire and scored 13 threes over the last 3 games, and when he's making threes, he's covering this easily.
Yeah, he was a little bit hurt for that stretch, like you're showing there, when he wasn't doing much well at all, and he seems to be recovered from that at this point. So hopefully in a position for us to cover here on the first official bet of the day. We'll move to the next game. We'll go to the FanDuel odds screen, our presenting sponsor, as we normally do, to go through the rest of the NBA slate. Top of the board is the Toronto Raptors plus 1.5 at Washington. Jakob Emmanuel quickly sat out yesterday's blowout loss to the Spurs. I'm going to assume they'll play today, and I would suspect Barnes and Barrett don't play today because they did play yesterday. It's tempting me. I don't want to bet the Raptors. I know you don't like betting, but it's tempting me that they're underdogs against the Wizards. What do you think?
I'll just continue with my approach. For when I see Raptors on the screen, I'll say like passing this, and that's it. Yeah, I mean it's a guessing game, and I can't guess rotation when they don't make any sense. So
Fair enough. Next game, we've got the Lakers -4 against the Magic. A couple of questions have come in the chat already about this game. Anthony asks if there's expectation of injury news. Why are the Lakers only -4? Nicholas Jepson asked about Lakers 4.5. Well, we have them 4 here on FanDuel. Can you provide us any insight to the spread here? What do you think?
maybe because they got destroyed by Bulls last game, and Bulls are even worse than Magic, and they are now away. So probably something to do with that. Do I think Orlando? I think Orlando is actually a better matchup for Houston, for the Lakers, because they don't have any shooting, and that's the only weakness of Lakers defense because they overhelp and then they got punished by Bulls shooting the lights out. I don't see anyone on the Orlando Magic team that can shoot their way to the win. They have a good team to defend drives for France and Paolo. They can swarm. On the other side, Magic playing single college mostly will get cooked by Doncic, LeBron, and Reeves most of the time. So matchup wise, I think Lakers should be good in this one.
All right. So a little bit of insight there. Betting wise, is there anything you're looking at in this game?
Yeah, I not my favorite game on the slate actually after.
All right, not a problem. We'll go to the next game in just a moment here. As usual, we'll take a second here to talk about the FanDuel Sportsbook. You see us using their interface here, and it's so easy to navigate, so easy to go through, see all of the markets that they do have available. We're very proudly sponsored here on the Board YouTube channel by the FanDuel Sportsbook, and they have made the show popular this season. But alongside all of the great stuff that I've talked about there, we talk about with the book, it's also your home for NBA live betting. So even if you missed the first few minutes of the game or want to bet on a fourth quarter comeback, you can make your picks from the first whistle until the final buzzer. Plus, you can even combine these live bets into a same game parlay for a shot at a bigger payout. Whoever you want to play, now is the perfect time to join because new FanDuel customers get started with $200 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. That's $200 in bonus bets up for grabs just for winning your first $5 bet. In order to do that, in order to get involved, just visit FanDuel.com/board to join. That's FanDuel.com/board, or to make it easy, you can just go to the link in the description on YouTube or your podcast platform that you're listening on right now for your shot at $200 in bonus bets. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. But must be 21 plus and present in select states for Kansas affiliation with Kansas Star Casino or 18 plus and present in DC. First online real money wager only, $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expires 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit fanduel.com/RG. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut or visit mdgamblinghelpline.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts or call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY in New York. Now, we'll keep things moving. Back to the FanDuel odds screen here to talk about the next game up, which is the Indiana Pacers hosting the Minnesota Timberwolves. Indiana -2.5 in this game here. They are in fourth in the Eastern Conference, just a game up on the Bucks, just 2 games up on the Pistons. On the other hand, the Minnesota Timberwolves are 7th in the Western Conference, nipping on the heels of the 6th seed or maybe even higher. So big game here. Who do you expect to come out on top?
Yeah, this one is the spread is actually very well set. I will say I lean towards a tiny bit to the Wolves, but overall,
Yeah.
I think this is a fair 50-50 matchup. Props wise, I have some spot to comment on, but I don't think I'll betting anything. I'll say that I think the recent form of Tyrese Halliburton is saying like this should be good, a good game for him. Uh, yeah, his post All Star form is actually like if you take a look at this, averaging 21.3 points over in 8 out of 12. Came close against the Nets, 5 from 13. Came close against the Bulls. It was a blowout. These two games, he didn't have to do much. So overall, he did look healthy and all. But look at the assist one. He covered the assist in 10 straight one. He kind of looking at numbers. Tyrese Halliburton was the last season. He had 70 plus passes made in all of these games, and that's if you look at the entire season, that's an upward trend. As you can see that he was down on the passes made for most of the season. Looking at here, it was like 57, 74, like 65. Now that he has almost, let me just see, when he has 70 or more passes made, his numbers go up, and lately it's been even 18, 80. So he's back to some numbers there. Potential assist also over the last 10 are up to the 20.6 a game, while he averaged 15 before this stretch of the season. So every number is up. He looks healthy, and they are playing through him more than ever this season overall.
Yeah, when Halliburton's healthy, he's an extraordinary player. He's had pockets where he hasn't been healthy and he hasn't looked good, but when he's been healthy, he's been sensational. Definitely in position to make an All NBA team and has the Pacers currently as a home seed for the playoffs. So no official bets there. We can move to our next game. We've got the Dallas Mavericks +1 against the Brooklyn Nets. Dallas still trying to keep a play-in tournament spot. They've been overtaken in a tiebreaker by the Phoenix Suns for the time being. They're currently even on wins. Trailblazers close behind them as well. In fact, the Spurs have also won 3 in a row, so they are also in the mix for some stuff, even though I think they will taper off. But anyways, Dallas still trying to make the play-in tournament. Are +1 against Brooklyn, who have no desire whatsoever to win this game. So pretty strange. The team that wants to win is underdogs. The team that wants to lose is favorite here. Any way for you to handicap this?
Not a fan of the game, but overall, like there are some couple of interesting spots, and one of them is definitely PJ Washington. If you take a look at the last couple of games, I would say, like since returning from the injury, only looking at the last 3 games. When you look at this last 3 games since injury, like no Kyrie, no uh, Luka, of course, no AD, no Gafford, no Lively. He's playing a big minutes at the 5 most of the time. So last 3 games, 29, 26, and 30. Usage pretty much consistently, like 30%, 27%, 30%. So if you take a look at the entire season, when he gets usage above 20%, probably like 21%, I would say like that's probably something but that's expected from him. And when we look at the games when he gets 30 plus minutes, he's covering this like in 11 out of 15, averaging 22.6 points. But most of these games were against poor teams. Only the games against the OKC and Wolves were against good defensive teams. Cavs only 15 points. Shot horrible from the floor. So yeah, he did cover this in since if you take a look at the last like 2 months of the season. He covered in 8 straight when he gets this kind of usage and this kind of minutes. But yeah, some games were 0 from 9 from against the Lakers, 4 from 13 against the Boston and all kinds of stuff. But recently, with good minutes when he's healthy, he was covering this. Matchup is absolutely amazing. If you take a look at the spot up transition and free throws, single players also covering. So yeah, this is a great spot for him. And when you look at the team, it's Clay, it's Najee Marshall, it's Spencer Dinwiddie, Max Christie, and that's it. Like they don't have anyone to score big numbers, so that his usage is absolutely insane. Just trying to find what's the prediction. So they're projecting to Spencer Dinwiddie, Clay Thompson, Najee Marshall, PJ Washington, Kai Jones, Max Christie. That's the 6-man rotation for Dallas Mavericks with some filler minutes from Dwight Powell and Brandon Williams. So yeah, I do expect like huge game. I'm looking at the usage from Kai Jones just to see like is doing anything. Kind of catching lobs, and that's it. We don't have the lines for points and rebounds available, which will be very interesting spot to take against this kind of defense. As the bigs, as we can see, covering very well against this team. So just a second, looking at Siakam covered, Drissa Shea covered, Niang Hauser, Patrick Williams, Miles Bridges, Butler. Yeah, we can make this an official bet. Number 2, PJ
Okay,
Washington over.
over on
Yep.
points for
Yep.
PJ Washington. Currently 19 and a half minus 110. Very, very widely available once again for this one. Yeah, the Mavericks, there was like the discussions for a little bit about whether this would become a team that has to forfeit games. The reality is if you're healthy, you've got to play. And one of the guys that has been making a difference this year is PJ Washington. I mean, if you told me like a year and a half ago when PJ Washington was playing for the Charlotte Hornets, we'd be getting like a 19.5 point line for the Dallas Mavericks. It'd be a little bit crazy, but be also crazy if you told me Luka Doncic didn't play for the Dallas Mavericks anymore. So the NBA moves quickly. All right, we
Yep.
can go to our next game then. We've got the Pelicans against who are hosting the Sixers. Last game I said one team wants to win, one team wants to lose. Well, that's not the case in this game. Both teams absolutely, positively do not want to win this game, especially the 76ers. They've been getting like they got some individuals playing well. Like Justin Edwards did a great week. Quentin Grimes did a great week, but they are still losing games 4 in a row, down 13th in the East at 23 wins. Anything you're looking at in this one by chance?
Yeah, that's a tough one to look at. Yeah, maybe there is something like we can play. It's not been going that well recently. Uh, yeah, that's ugly. Trying to look at Jose Alvarado, because I think we are pretty safe that one of Zion or CJ will be out tonight.
Right.
And then we have DeJounte Murray out. I mean, like, Trey Murphy out. Ingram is traded. So there is kind of no one left on this team. No lines for Jordan Hawkins, which I think is an insane matchup for him. Yeah, I'm trying to look at this one from all the. Hmm. Because when he gets the minutes, when he's playing 24 to 32 minutes, he's been doing well overall on like points, rebounds, and assists, especially when the line was 16 and a half, like it was earlier. Matchup is absolutely amazing, but I don't have like the numbers are looking like this when he's playing on points, which is not that great. So yeah, I will pass on this one. But like we had the luck, we bet Justin Edwards. You remember it was I think it was 11 and a half, right?
Yeah.
And the next game I bet him again. It was the weekend game. He was at 20. He was moved from 11 and a half to 13 and a half. He covered. And last game he was 15 and a half. He covered. Now it's 16 and a half. And I think now that when we are at the 16 and a half, that's where it kind of should be. Huge value on 11 and a half, huge value on 13 and a half, and now just where should be. So maybe still leaning on over actually for this one, because when he gets 30
Yeah.
minutes with higher usage. Yeah.
Yeah. He's still getting 30 to 40 minutes.
Yeah.
But it's, I guess, your reliance on Justin Edwards, I suppose. I wonder as well. I mean, there's always the risk, I guess, taking guys out if you're the Sixers as well, because they started doing that a little bit with Grimes.
Yeah.
It's complicated.
Yeah, I
That
don't know,
6.5.
but I still like.
I would lean over as well, but it's
Yeah.
at the point where, yeah, I'm not sure about it
Yep.
for sure. Next game, though, we got the Bulls +3 at the Nuggets. The Bulls playing like decent as of late. They've won 7 of the last 10. Kobe White has been spectacular in the last couple of weeks. Josh Giddey had a good week as well, but I mean, Kobe White has been absolutely crushing things lately. For you, anything you're looking at in this game?
Yeah, I like a ton of spots in this one actually. So you'll need to choose some good spots. So first off, I will just go to the Aaron Gordon. So I don't know if he is playing or not, but looks like a good spot to be on his side, because when you look at the games without Jokic, his usage is absolutely amazing. They go through him like constantly. He scored 38 against Golden State Warriors. He scored 26 against the Lakers, 23 against the Blazers. So really huge numbers. Usage insane, has been 33, 26, 22%. So really high usage. And then crashed to 11% against Houston Rockets. But Houston Rockets defense and Bulls defense are like two worlds
A little
apart.
different.
Yeah, a little different there. So I will just probably ignore that game because that's not telling us anything. And it's this matchup is more similar to the like. Actually, I would say this matchup is even better than Golden State Warriors, Lakers, and Portland, because those teams are average on defense, above average on defense, and Rockets are by far the best out of here. And now he gets the Bulls matchups, who are horrible in almost everything on defense. So definitely looking at that one, uh, Bulls allow the most rebounds to his position and overall, so that makes sense on the rebounds one. Assist one, they allow the fourth most assist in the league. And looking at the numbers for Aaron Gordon without Jokic, first game against the Golden State Warriors, he had 3 assists on 13 potential assists. Next game against the Lakers, he kind of didn't do anything, only 4 potential assists. Against the Portland Trail Blazers, 4 assists on 10 potential assists. And the last game against the team that allows least assists in the league, he had 8 on 13 potential assists. So overall, he averaged in those 4 games 10 assists a game, 10 potential assists a game, which is double from 5.4 he averaged during the season. If you take a look the entire season, when he gets like 8 plus assists, potential assists, he is averaging 6 assists. So I think actually the best bet for this is points, rebounds, and assists all over or all around. So when he gets 30 plus minutes with this season, he averaged 27.2 over in 12 out of 23, and that's with Jokic playing. So usage without Jokic is like 18 plus in almost every game. So when we look at the 18 plus usage and with 30 plus minutes, he covered this in 9 out of the 10 games. Only undercame against the Cleveland Cavaliers, where he converted on 2 out of 7 potential assists and hooked the line. So in this matchup against the Bulls, who allow kind of everything: assists, rebounds, points, dunks, so much at the rim, so much to pick and roll, man. And now he's playing some fives, post ups. I will make this a bet, and we are betting Gordon over 27.5 points, rebounds, and assists, and we can get -1 of 5s out there.
Yep, -1 of 5 for the 27.5. I'm just checking if there is a 26.5 -130.
Yeah,
Feel like those are pretty close. What do you think's better?
I do think. Yeah, it's kind of the same. I don't think there is
Yeah.
like some difference to discuss. I think it's like in 1% probably. So
Okay.
yeah,
So 26.5, I'd say -30, also fine, but we're going to play the 27.5 -105 for Aaron Gordon over 27.5 points, rebounds, and assists. That will be the third official play of the day. We'll get that in the chat as well to confirm it. But we'll go to the final game up on the board here to round things off. Before we get to your questions, and that comes from the Milwaukee Bucks and the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix finally occupying the final play-in tournament position right now. The Bucks vying for some seeding positioning, and the Suns here favored by 3. What do you think on this one? Injuries definitely playing a part.
yeah. I don't know. This is a weird one. I don't think we can expect drop coverage from Brook Lopez for the most of the game against Booker and KD. That will be a disaster probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. Tough to predict one. Suns are kind of leaning into some more defense. They're leaning into more defensive players, so they are being better on that end. So yeah, I don't know. I have no clue. I'm just guessing. Like, did they collapse on Giannis, or like they are playing against the coach that kind of played Giannis the entire his career, and probably knows him the best out of any coaches in the league. So I don't know what he's going to do
It's a good
against
point.
Giannis.
It's a good point
So
as well.
yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, we're through all the games. We have 3 official
We,
picks.
we can go back to the Bulls one. I'll have a big 7 game parlay for this one because
Oh,
like
okay. Sorry,
I think
I cut you off there.
yeah I do like some stuff for this game. Uh, it's Vucevic, 15 plus points, 10 plus rebounds.
15 plus points
Yep.
and 10 plus rebounds for Vucevic. Okay.
And let's go to the Huerter. 2 plus 3s, 10 plus points.
All right. Kevin Herter, 2 plus 3s and 10 plus points plus 344. How much does this change?
Some 2 plus 3s for Kevin Huerter.
Did I do 1
Two.
plus? Oh,
Yeah,
I
you
did
did-
1.
No, you did 3 plus.
Oh, my bad. Oh, so then he would almost, of course, be 10 plus. Okay. Okay. 2 plus 3s for Kevin Herter. That gives us plus 243. Is this what you want to go with?
Yeah, just a second to check something out. Let's go to the 8 plus assist for. It works very well together. 8 plus assist for Josh Gidey.
Okay. And then Josh Giddey added on for plus 398 odds on the big SGP. By the way, we're going to have to here.
Let's do just a second. Let's just a second to check something out for. Let's do Vucic 8 plus rebounds because I hate to lose rebounds. Actually, I do like the matchup with against probably Gordon at the 5 or yeah. Let's do Vucevic 8 plus. Yeah.
Okay. 8
And
plus rebounds.
And yeah, let's do this. Yeah.
Plus 282.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That is the official bet. If you want to do the 10 plus rebounds, nobody's going to stop you. We're going to go half unit on this. Vucevic, 15 plus points and 8 plus rebounds. Kevin Herter, 10 plus points. Kevin Herter, 2 plus made threes. And Josh Giddey, 8 plus assists. There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
That's our last bet of the day.
Walk us through this one.
First off, let's start with Gide. Last game, 17 assists on 24 potential assists in a huge blowout win against the Lakers. No Trey Jones, no Lonzo Ball, no he's the lone creator in this lineup. Kobe White and Huerter are good shooters, so there's no need for them to be on the ball with Gide being poor shooter. So I think almost all creation is going through Gide. As I said, no Trey Jones, no Lonzo Ball, no the Sunmu. Like he is the main guy, and what can he do then create? And we looking at the numbers, he created well even with the guys like Trey Jones playing stuff. But you can look at this. He had averaging 9.6 assists over the last 10 games. Didn't cover in some tough matchups, I would say. But this one is easy against the team that allows the most assists in the entire league. So even Gide himself earlier this season had 10 assists in only 27 minutes against the Denver. So this is a prime time matchup for him. Vucevic one. This is mostly like they're playing DeAndre Jordan at the 5. I just think that's like horrible, horrible.
It is horrible.
Yeah, so I think this is like should be like a great matchup for Vucevic when he's playing teams that kind of like below average on defense. He's covering this in 19 out of 22 games. Rebounds, considering they are playing DeAndre Jordan or Gordon at the 5 should also be easy. He had 8 plus in 19 or 22. Not only going by defense, but overall on the season, he's covering 8 plus almost every game that wasn't a blowout. Uh, and they also allow a ton of to the 5, so should be overall, like, if he is playing enough to cover points correlated with him covering uh, rebounds as well. And looking at the Kevin Huerter since the All-Star break, uh, 10 plus points in 12 out of 13 for the Bulls. And when look at the threes, 2 plus threes in 10 out of 13 games, we can see that Denver Nuggets allow second most spot up, seventh most handoff points, and a ton of threes. So he is in a great spot. No Trey Jones, no Lonzo Ball, no Dosunmu. He's starting and playing 35 minutes. When he is getting those kind of minutes, he is crushing this line. Like looking at this on the season, and he gets those minutes over in 10 out of 14, and on the points one over in 12 out of 14, and didn't cover only two. Houston Rockets horrible matchup, and the Hawks shot 1 from 10 from 3. So yeah, uh, just works well together. Give the assisting to Kevin Huerter and Nikola Vucevic, and those guys scoring in an easy matchup, like very well correlated stuff.
All right, so 5-leg SGP to round us off. 0.5 units, which I did not write on the original message there, but 0.5 units for this one. As we always do for the show, you're always welcome to bet more. If you'd like to do more, you can always do full unit if you want, but we bet half unit. That's what we recommend as well for you guys to do. All right, heading over to the questions now to round things off. We had a couple questions earlier about the Lakers, which we addressed. But let's go to the first prop question here. Kevin Porter Jr. over 10.5 points at minus 110.
Last two games without Damian, he played 17 and 25 minutes, 27 minutes. I don't know which end we're gonna go. If he played poorly, and then he played only 17 minutes. Then he played 27 minutes. So maybe like something like going for like 15 plus. So if he's playing well, he'll play more minutes, and then you get the value. So I'm probably going for that kind of betting like 15 plus and 4 plus rebounds, 4 plus assists. We can actually ease it up on the FanDuel. So can we just check what will be the price for that kind of bet?
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, it is
plus
up.
Points. I'm sure it's up. Plus 285.
Yeah, and what is with plus 4 plus rebounds, 4 plus 500? Yeah, that's definitely like a possibility if he's playing well and getting the minutes. So I will probably go there. I probably go there. Like this is for my I think this should be good.
Okay, so a big lean towards KPJ if he's getting a ton of minutes here, not necessarily just going for his over. If he's playing well, and he's going to get a ton of minutes in this one. Next up, we have Jamal Murray under 2.5 threes at minus 120. What do you think of this one?
I don't know what's the idea behind this one. Like, yeah, I don't know. If it's a win rate stuff, you need to well account for Jokic being out, and yeah, don't think that's that's a good bet, especially against the Bulls, who suck and allow a ton of threes. And when he's I just don't see it. Like, don't see, especially being juiced. Not my type of bet for sure.
Okay.
Keegan Murray. Okay. That was a question
Oh,
about Keegan Murray. Okay,
too many Murrays. I just had to guess. I tried to remember who's playing.
Against Boston, like that could be. He had 5 threes against Boston earlier this season. 8 attempts. Yeah. Overall, this looks good. Like the matchup looks good, but when he's playing 30 to 40 minutes, he's under this line most of the games. Actually, like he averaged 1.9 And Boston don't allow spot up and transition. They don't allow points to similar type of players. I don't know where this line is coming from. Like when he's playing teams who are allowing a low amount of threes, he is only averaging 1.5 under in 19 out of 24 games. Uh, crazy line, honestly. Like, what's the thing with this? They do allow some threes to his position, like, but still, yeah, this could be a too big of a line. Let me just check something. Like, maybe because we have both Monk and let me just see, Monk and Sabonis questionable. So if they are not playing, like, who is even playing for this team? Boston somehow allowing a ton of threes lately. Yeah, that's weird. Let me just see. He scores most of he scores a ton of threes from actually from corners. 30% of his threes come from the corners where Boston don't allow any threes actually. Let me just see how does he do against good spot up defense on threes. Don't see the correlation here actually on spot up. Yeah, this line should be much lower. It's minus 120, minus 125. I will lean into betting an under just purely like from the numbers of expected. He averaged 2 threes a season, 1.9 lately. So yeah.
All right.
Let me just see
Okay, go ahead.
Sabonis one. Without Sabonis, he's under this line in 6 out of 8. I think Sabonis being in out actually hurts him. So I don't know. Overall, yeah, we can move, but I do like this under as a lean.
Okay. Quite a few more to go through here. Let's go to Julius Randle over 11.5 rebounds plus assists.
I'm familiar with that bet because like he had some crazy win rate and that go to the bed the last couple of games, but it went to the bed with Gobert being back. So he played last game like expecting 38, 28 to 38 range for Randle. So he's covering in 63%. But let's rule Rudy Gobert in. Changes a little bit. Pacers allow average assist and rebounds, a bit above average against his position. They played lately and he had 10. But he had insane 27 rebound chances and potential assists combined. So maybe I do lean over on this actually, yeah.
Okay, lean towards the over in agreement there. We'll go next to Luka Doncic over 36.5 points plus rebounds, minus 118.
Just checking for the. Yeah, that makes sense. He's looking great lately, so yeah. Overall, like single coverage, lean and over on points, rebounds. He is killing those lines without with LeBron and Austin Reeves. He's over this line in how many is this? Averaging 8.3, but some of these were on heavy minutes restriction. So when he wasn't on the minutes restriction, he's over in 6 out of 8, averaging 9.3 a game. So getting a real good numbers on rebounds. And lately, similar types of players covering this against the Orlando, who now allows third most rebounds, and they were ranked as the number one couple of weeks ago. So over the last couple of weeks, they've been poor on rebounding as well. So makes sense. This makes sense.
Okay, we'll try a big one here. Josh Giddey triple double at plus 310 odds.
Don't think those odds are like great for this bet. He's at 8.5 assists, 8.5 rebounds. Rebounds and assists are lying at 17.5. Probably will prefer over 17.5 rebounds and assists combined compared to the triple double, because for the triple double, I think it's kind of fair price
Okay. And Nick Richards. We have quite a few questions in the Suns game. We'll start with this one here. Nick Richards under 10.5 points.
I do think he must play some minutes with against Giannis. He is not good on defense, but he's kind of decent on rim protection wise. Lately, he's been playing some bigger minutes. Could be in some foul trouble, maybe that can help the under. But if he gets like 20 plus minutes, he is kind of doing really well against this line. So let me just check. Did he play the Bucks? He didn't play the Bucks the entire season, so no data on that one. 16 against the Clippers and 11 against the Lakers are kind of don't know. Like, how does he score against Brook Lopez? Probably not easy, right? But is he playing on the level or in a deep drop coverage against Booker and KD? I doubt. So maybe they play small and he's a better spot. Maybe they try to play Brook Lopez higher so he is exposed to the lobs, to the Nick Richards, and maybe some easy dump off. So I don't have a clear read on this one, so I'll prefer to stay away.
Okay. We have 3 more from this game, and then we'll have 2 other questions to answer. Well, speaking of Brook Lopez over 1.5 threes at minus 117 odds.
That kind of makes sense. We bet Vucevic against this team, so now we can probably bet the Brook Lopez in a similar type of way. Let me just check with Giannis without Lillard. He averaged 5.6 threes a game compared to the 4.5 on the season. So numbers are definitely a bit higher. He just scored 3 threes against Kings. He's not shooting a ton, I would say, but against Suns and need to focus on Giannis, Brook Lopez could be left out on the behind 3-point line. So I kind of like this one.
And next, another player on threes, Gary Trent, 3 plus threes at plus 118.
Yeah, I think he's doing really well against this line when he gets the minutes. Yeah, we can see this clearly here. No Dame. He's covered in 5 out of the 7. But it's weird, like 2 from 2 against the Nets and 3 from 10 against the Wizards. Like the usage is kind of weird. No, 0 from 7 against the Wizards. Yeah, he does average 6.7. Yeah, 6.7 doesn't do it. Like 6.7 attempts is not high, but it's plus money, so good matchup, plus money. Minutes should be kind of all right. Yeah, I could see it actually. I could see it definitely.
And last player prop. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, lately he's been like in March, 7 out of 10 overs against the Hawks in Golden State. Yeah, overall, I lean over. Yes.
Last player prop question: Kuzma over 24.5 PRA at minus 110.
No opinion. It's Tyler Hero type of stuff. No opinion. Yeah.
All right. Next question is about the DPOY race. Good friend Chillionaire asking about the thoughts on it. Draymond Green has taken a lot of steam. He has become one of the favorites to actually land the award at this point. I'll pull up the FanDuel odds on this one. Right alongside Evan Mobley here. Mobley minus 115, Draymond Green minus 105. Good friend Chillionaire thinks it's a decent spot to grab Lou Dort at plus 5,000, but also ask, is building a portfolio a good approach to futures? What's your opinion there?
I think it is for sure. Yeah, just don't get overexposed and don't put huge amount of your bankroll on it, because like now it's kind of okay because it's close to the end of the season. So if you took some like post when there is an injuries, of course you can look into it and build stuff when it's on the left, like 2 to 3 months of the season, like it happened with Wemby. So it was a good spot, but I'm usually not fan of building huge portfolio like before the season, because it's locking up your money for a very long time, but it's like some huge odds. Sure. On the Draymond Green side, I think he is leading most of the numbers on defense when you look at, and someone said it as an argument like he will be loudest to like campaign for it, and I think that could also be a thing, especially with the how Golden State Warriors lately were improved team and winning with Jimmy Butler. Mobley stuff. I think Mobley is great on defense, but Harden cooking him in isolation and that stuff going viral won't help his case. Like I think everyone saw that stuff. That's usually like important in narrative. Um, I don't know why Zubac's not out there. Like I think he's been absolutely amazing the entire season, and he's the main reason, not main reason, but one of the main reasons for Clippers being so good on defense. Like he's locking stuff inside. I actually don't have an idea why he's not getting any love. Like he should be like at least top 5. He is. If you look at defensive, like Raptor and all the like LeBron and all the like uh, advanced stuff on, yeah, he's doing great. He's top 3 in almost everything, and he's been consistent. He's been putting those numbers without Pavel, without I mean, he's not important for defense, but even before Kawhi came, like he's consistent for the entire season, top 5 on defensive numbers. So Clippers are kind of good team now, winning the games. They're third best defense on defensive rating, I think. So that's I think they are better defensive rating than the Golden State Warriors by some
He's
margin.
got a strong case. He should have a strong case. I agree with you.
Yeah, I actually bet him when he was like 100-1, and I'm now like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, why is his numbers going off? But yeah, they have third best defense, and they'll probably end up as the second best defense because Orlando Magic is second with 109.4, and Clippers are at 109.5, and Clippers getting better, and Magics are kind of falling off. So Clippers will have the second best defense when the season ends. Golden State Warriors have the 7th best, and Cleveland Cavaliers have 8th best. So 7 best, 8 best, and we have like Draymond and Mobley leading, while we have like Zubats from on the second team not being up there, which is crazy. And Lou Dort winning only because he's playing on the OKC, while the second best team has way better defender with Zubats. I don't know. I actually have no idea what's going on here.
I think Mobley will win, but Draymond really has come out of nowhere the last few weeks.
I hope if I need to decide between Mobley and Draymond, I hope Draymond wins.
Okay, we'll see.
I really
feel
think
like voters will give the benefit of the doubt to Mobley, and I think record will play a part, and Draymond having won before will play a part.
Record playing it apart is like the Cavs are not winning with defense. Like
I know, but this is not my opinion. I'm just trying to think of how the voters will look at it. And,
I know we are already long on this. I'm just going to check on off for Evan Mobley to see like is there even like a case for him. I think that's the most important. And if there is a case, I will see it now in the first number I look, and that's on-off number for defensive rating. And yeah, they are 111 with him on the floor and 114 without him on the floor. I just don't see it as a big swing.
Yeah,
like only 3 points per 100 possession better. That's not huge. Let me just see on a couple of other players. I know we are just already deep into this show, but I want to check for first off the Zubat. Same stuff, 3 points per better, and he actually has a better than Mobley at 109. Mobley is at 111, and now lastly I want to check what's the number for Draymond Green. I think those are like if there is a huge difference, those numbers should be big. Golden State Warriors, Draymond Green, same. They are the same defense with him often on the floor. So yeah, huge swing in the offense with Draymond Green on, but not at all swing with him on the defensive end. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking at it too. You're right. So 3.5 point difference for Mobley and the same for Draymond. So
Yeah, let me just check when we are like the last one, and that's Ludort.
okay.
Is there any difference with Dort? I think he's
Yeah.
amazing on ball defender, but they are better with him off the court on defense, which is it's something I will actually expect. So if he wins, I will call it a travesty and insane stuff because I'm not as high as on Dort on defense as everyone else. He's insane one-on-one defender in isolation.
Yeah.
OKC is not isolation defense. They are collapsing a rotation defense, and he's not good. Not great doing the rotation and off ball defense. He's maybe even a below average on that part.
Yeah, makes sense. A lot of ways I think this could go, but I do think Evan Mobley will win. It is fair though that Rudy won it 4 times, so why can't Draymond win it a second time? So we'll see on that. Last question, then we'll wrap it up. We had Brett ask about how your approach changes for the playoffs. Typically, I mean, I'll just speak from experience. Well, you have to remember during the regular season, there's way more games happening, way more games for books to worry about, way more players because more players are in rotation for books to worry about. In the playoffs, less teams, less games, less players playing in those games, and more liquid markets. It's easier to get sharper prices on these. So naturally, for playoffs, you should scale down a little bit. What do you think?
Agreed. Mostly betting unders in the playoffs, like seeing the rotation changes. Every team will tighten up the rotations and play like bench guys very less, and especially from like going from game 2 to game 3. That's huge difference.
You're right. Early series versus late series is a huge difference.
Yeah, and then just betting unders, points, rebounds, and assists on like 8 or 9 guy from the bench. It was always my way to go, and that's where I win most money. Like some guys playing like 16 minutes games 1 and 2, and then I expect it to drop like to 10 or 12 minutes, just smashing under on points, rebounds, and assists, and that's it. And watching game 1 and seeing what teams are doing, like some guys, like Boston or Memphis or I don't know, some common teams, they'll just decide to leave one player wide open and completely ignore him. And then if he like has a poor game shooting wise, for example, they're gonna leave like Memphis will leave like it happened actually in the regular season as well. They will leave Drew Holiday wide open the entire game. And if he's like shoot like 3 from 11 or 3 of 12, you can and score like barely over points. They won't adjust it as much the next game, and you can smash it over. Like there are some spots like that. Overall, playoffs is mostly like eye test, watching the games, finding the close, and betting it. That's it.
All right. Hopefully provided some insight there. Hopefully some value taken from the show today. If you guys enjoyed the show, please make sure you've hit the like button. Remember, we're live every weekday morning here on the Board YouTube channel, presented by FanDuel for shows just like this. So notifications on as well. Here are the 4 plays today to wrap up. We have Malik Monk over 17.5 points at -115. PJ Washington over 19.5 points at -110, excuse me. Aaron Gordon over 27.5 PRA at -105. And then a big SGP to finish off. Half a unit. Vucevic, 15+ points and 8+ rebounds. Herder, 2+ threes and 10+ points. Giddey, 8+ assists. We got that at our presenting sponsor, FanDuel, for +282 odds. See if you have an odds boost token available as well for that SGP to boost that number even further. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching. We're nearing the end of the season. Let's close it out in style. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for more from the show here on Pick and Roll, presented by FanDuel.